So this time I decided that I wanted to see something super colorful but still creepy, and the perfect thing for that is a comic book style zombie. So first I'm going to trace out the design that I want. I'm using white paint and my small brush. Again, I'm using FAB Face and Body Paint. I buy it at sillyfarm.com. I put the links in the description below so you can check it out. I'm just getting a general idea of the shapes that I want, and then I'm going to start in with the color. So normally we add highlights towards the end, but I do want these yellow highlights across the design, and I don't want to paint my yellow on top of my other colors because I don't want them to mix. So I'm going to start filling in the yellow first, doing some highlights, some thick highlights, and then the teeth. Anything yellow I just want to get down, that way I don't have to paint that on top of the other colors. Then I'm going to start blocking in pink, which is going to be the gums and the eyes and some holes in the face. You just want to start filling in all the colors, and again I'm just painting around the shapes that I already have and leaving space for the other colors. I'm going to start filling in the main color of the face, which is the blue. Again, being careful painting around. So this is not that difficult of a design, but it just takes time because there's a lot of details and you have to paint around all of your shapes. Remember, if you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. I will definitely write back and let you know what I think. Also, if you recreate one of my designs, I'd love it if you tag me on Instagram or Facebook. That way I can check it out and share it. So as far as the fills go, I saved the black for last, so I'm going to go start filling in all of those spots that I want solid black, and then I'll start the outlining. Just take your time, be real careful, go around all of your shapes, and keep it nice and clean. So since this is a comic book style look, everything would be outlined. Everything has an outline, every shape and color, and then there's the line. So I'm going to just start going around and outlining every single shape on my face, and then adding more lines in between where there's wrinkles and folds in the zombie's skin. So for all these black detail lines, you could use liquid eyeliner like I have done in past designs, but there's so many that I just used my brush. But you really need it to have a good mix of water and your paint. It can't just be too dry. Obviously you don't want it too watery or else it'll run. The water will mess up your paint, but if it's not watery enough, you're not going to be able to get these clean lines. Outlining those teeth and then adding all the little details like bumps and cracks. Comic books are a lot of fills, but it also they have so much detail. They're actually very elaborate with their line drawing and their shading with color. So I wanted my ears to be part of the look, so I blocked in some color of the blue and the yellow and the pink, using the yellow as the highlight and then the blue and pink just kind of filling in. And then I go back with the black and just put a little bit of outlining. That way they don't just stick out like I have a mask on. It looks more like my whole face is this comic book character. Again, I don't want this to look like just a mask, so I paint my chest and part of my arms so that it looks more like a finished look. Just going with the black and doing some shading with lines and some detail lines around. The same as I did on my face. It's all just about details, adding more and more lines and shapes, kind of outlining some veins and holes and wrinkles. Just as many details as you want. So I want my shading to just be a little bit extra, so I take my black eyeshadow and my shadow brushes, and I'm just putting a little bit like by the gum line, underneath the cheekbones, in the neck, not everywhere and not too much, but around the eyes maybe a little bit, just adding a little bit of shadow so that it's not just the black outlining. And then I'm going to take my small detail brush again and switching to a color. It looks kind of white, but it's actually just a lighter blue, and then I'm going to do a light pink. So whatever your colors are, you just want to add a little bit of white to them, and then go back right next to where your shadows are and just adding highlights. This just really brings up the dimension. Like I said, mixing your pink with white, definitely gotta add some highlights to the gums where they're shiny and protruding, and then going back with my shadow brush and just adding a little bit more shadow in the eyes and in between the brows where it's really furrowed and wrinkled. Then deepening up those shadows with the black. Anywhere you want it to be even more wrinkled, just add some more black with the paint. Now I'm filling in the rest of my chest and my arms for that more finished look. Painting on my arm, I put a yellow bone and then painted the rest of my arm blue on both sides. I drew one longer than the other because I kind of like it to be asymmetrical, so I don't like them to be exactly the same. So I actually painted blue where I want pink. So I'm just taking my brush with water on it, painting the area that I want gone, and then I'm taking my rag and wiping off the paint. Then I'm going to fill in pink like the inside of my arm is showing, and then filling black around it. So this is just a fun comic book look. You don't have to worry about it being too anatomically correct, but as long as it makes sense visually, then you'll be okay. Just adding some final touches and details, like some pink dots to the skin here and there on the chest and face. Add some final highlights and you have become a comic zombie. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. If you like what you see, like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. Also, leave comments and let me know what you want to see next.